उद्भवः क्षोभनो देवः श्रीगर्भः परमेश्वरः करणं कारणं कर्ता विकर्ता गहनो गुहः Udbhavaha means the origin, the originator. The Lord is the material cause from which the entire universe of names and forms has arisen. He is therefore the origin, the very first starting point, the cause of the cosmos. Udbhava can also mean one who is born again and again, born as the endless jivas under the urge of their individual vasanas. It is only because of the vasanas, because of the unfulfilled desires, or the karma pala arising from the previous actions. Because of this, only a jiva has to be born again and again. Being the origin of the cosmos, the Mahavishnu agitates both the matter, which is called Prakriti, and the supreme energy, the super consciousness called Purusha. The process is called Kshobhana. He agitates both these together, and this leads to the emerging of the universe. Kshobhanaha, the agitator. But for the self, the equipments of the body will not get agitated, will not be, will have no animation, will not pursue their functions. For instance, the body cannot act, the mind cannot think, the mind cannot feel, the intellect cannot think. It is Atman, the pure consciousness, which agitates both the inert matter and the lively energy, Prakriti and Purusha. Actually, the Supreme Self causes the manifestation of the living entities who are called Jivas. Jiva is the coming together of Prakriti and Purusha, the inert matter and the active Purusha. It together constitutes the what we see as the world, which has multiple forms and multiple names. Without the presence of the self, there can be no movement or there cannot be any expression of life. Everything would have remained completely inert, insentient, like a dead matter. It is the Supreme who, as the Lord, thrills the world, and because of this, we can see the beautiful palpitation of life everywhere. Hence, he is called the Shobhanaha agitator. Vishnu Purana says, Shobhayamasa Bhagavan Sarvakale Gayavyayo. Now, although without him no creation is possible, he himself remains uninvolved or in all that is happening all around. He simply revels in his own glory. He is called Devaha. Devaha is one who revels. One who revels is Deva. Divayati in Sanskrit means to conquer. Divyati means to conquer, to shine, and to praise. Therefore, Lord Vishnu is appropriately, rightly called as Deva. He is the supreme Deva. He is the Deva Deva, the Devas of all the Devas, Mahadeva. He is because of this, he sports through his great play, what we call the cosmic play, involving the three stages of creation, sustenance, and destruction, not destruction, it is dissolution. Laya. Srushti, Sthiti, Laya. These three together constitute the cosmic cycle. It is called cycle because it keeps on repeating again and again, again and again. What we mistakenly call destruction a delusion is not the end. It's only the beginning. It is only the preceding stage for the next creation. Now, he functions in all the beings as the supreme universal consciousness. Such a supreme being exists, encompassing all the glories, all the vibhutis, which have been so beautifully and elaborately described in Vibhuti Yoga, chapter 10 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. He's called Sri Garbha. He is the one encompassing all the glories, containing all glories within, or in whom all the glories are residing. Sri Garbha. That means in his belly, in his self, in his whatever you call the body, all these glories are already there. The glory of the Lord is the universe, and universe itself resides in him. Therefore, all the powers, all the glories that we can see around in in the entire universe, anywhere, in any form, big or small, living or non-living, moving or not moving, chala, achala, everything is contained in him, and he is the embodiment of everything superlative. That's why Vibhuti Yoga again describes each aspect as a superlative. He describes himself as the biggest, highest, strongest, most powerful, most intelligent among all the creators. There are only examples which are given, but basically it underlines the fact that everything is superlative in him. So he is not only Deva, he is not only Ishvara control, he is the Parama Ishvaraha, Parameshwaraha, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Lord, Parama Ishvara. Parama Ishvara is a supreme consciousness whose expressions are all the various deities. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Parvati, Mahakali, Ganesha, Subramanya, or all the Dikpalakas, Indra, anybody, all these are only different aspects. They are only different expressions of one supreme, undivided, indivisible, supreme power. So the term Ishvara indicates both glory and might. And this Parameshwara is omnipotent, all glorious. It will never be perishable. Even among he is living among the perishables. You can see him among the perishables, but he himself is not perishable. Bhagavad Gita brings out this very categorically in verse 27 of chapter 13. Kshetra kshetrajna yogaha समं सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्तं परमेश्वरम्. You see, the word used is Parameshwaram. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tistantam parameshwaram vinashyastu avinashyantam yaga pashyati saha pashyati. One who sees yaga pashyati, one who sees among all the perishables, vinashyastu avinashyantam, among all the perishable, one who is able to see the imperishable Supreme Lord. How? Abiding equal in all beings. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam. The same Supreme Power is residing, is abiding in all the beings equally without any sort of a discrimination. One who is able to see this imperishable supreme among the perishables is the one who really sees. In a Sanskrit literature, it's a beautiful construction. It says, Yaha pashyati, sa pashyati. One who sees like this, he is the only one. He is one who really sees. Merely seeing is not enough. Seeing, understanding, comprehending all together comes in this place. Yaha pashyati, sa pashyati. समं सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्तं परमेश्वरं विनश्यस्तु अविनश्यन्तं यः पश्यति स पश्यति. Now, the Supreme Being, He is the instrumental cause of the universe. Karanam. Karanam is the instrument. This is the most useful in fulfilling any piece of work. No work can be done unless we have a proper tool or proper instrument for carrying out this work. The Supreme himself is sort of a instrument. It is called, he is called the instrumental cause, nimitta karana, because without that, no work can be done. The entire universe cannot be created without that. He is there in every aspect. Even the functioning of the senses, Narayana is essential. Yakshu cha drastavyam cha Narayanaha, Stotram cha Sotravyam cha Narayanaha, Chakshuhu cha Drastavyam, Srotram Srotavyam. The functioning cannot function. No, eyes cannot see, ears cannot hear without the element of presence of Narayana. Now, this Mahavishnu, who is the Karanam, is also Karanam. He is the one and the only cause, the real cause of the entire universe. The preceding name Karanam indicated that he is the instrumental cause, Nimitta Karana. Now, this name Karanam means he is the very material cause, Upadana Karana. So, he is made from this. Since the term no directly means only the cause, it can only mean the material cause. No, the word karanam means cause, but actually this word, this name signifies both nimitta karana and upada karana. Material cause means he from whom the whole universe arises. Instrumental cause means he who causes the universe to emerge. It is like the mud. Suppose you have a pot. A pot can be made only from the, unless you have mud, you cannot make a pot. But you also need a person to make the pot, the potter. So now the Supreme, in this case, is something similar. He is both the mud material from which the entire universe has emerged, and he is also the one who makes the universe from the same material. Now, naturally, he who is the Karanam and Karanam is also the Karta. He is the doer, Karta. He is the one in whose presence alone all activities are possible. Though the actual action appears to be that of the equipment, the self is called the real doer. I say my hands are working, my eyes are seeing, the ears are hearing. But actually, the real seer, real doer, real hearer is the supreme, which is within. He is the one who performs activities through a small jiva as an individual at the microcosmic level. He is also the person who is responsible for creation, sustenance, and dissolution at the macrocosmic level. In both the aspects, he is the doer. Now, he is fully independent. Although he is fully independent, as a when you say a doer, you have to understand one thing. He is normally a karta. He is not a doer in that sense. He is uninvolved. He is staying away. He is like a Jagat Sakshi. He is a witness standing on the sidelines. He is more like a referee. He is not a player. But he appears to undertake all the sufferings of the mankind. And this he does out of infinite compassion for the beings. Example we'll find in Ramayana. Mahavishnu as Rama underwent all the problems which a normal human being has to undergo. Vyasaneshu manushyanam bhusham bhavati dukkhitaha. This is what Ramayana says. He undergoes all the problems like ordinary human being, despite his being the supreme power. Now, he has been praised as a karta in this verse, but actually speaking, he is also vikarta. He is a creator of much bigger things. Vikarta is the one who creates infinite varieties that constitute the entire universe, and one who has created out of himself the endless self manifestations of incarnations again and again. It is the Supreme called Vikarta. One more reason why he is called Vikarta is he is the one who has created a Vichitra, a wonderful universe. Vichitra Bhuvanam Kriyate iti Vikarta is what it says. Vichitra Bhuvanam, wonderful universe, Kriyate, one who creates, iti. Such a person is called Vikarta. The Supreme having so many great faculties, finally, but remains unknowable. Gahanaha, Gahanaha, one who cannot be comprehended by any of the known instruments of knowledge, our limited five senses, or our limited mind, or our limited intellect. He cannot be understood by any of these things. He is a supreme, and such supreme, unknowable, Gahanaha, unknowable supreme, is concealed, Guhaha. He appears to be concealed by a Maya. So one who dwells, but where does he dwell? He dwells in the cave of the heart of every being. In that lotus heart of a true devotee, he is there. He is found everywhere, but only a true devotee will be able to feel his presence. One who dwells in the cave of the heart is called Guha. That's what Krishna says. I am not easily, you cannot see me easily. Naham prakashaka sarvasya, na aham prakashaka sarvasya, aham na prakashaka sarvasya. I'm not, I'm not visible, I'm not evident to everybody. Why? Because yoga maya samavrutaha. I'm wheeled by my own yoga maya. मूढ़ोऽयं मूढ़ः अयं न अभिजानाति. A deluded world, the deluded world, मूढ़ः लोकः, मूढ़ः लोकः, this deluded word, ayam, this me, na abhijanati, it cannot know, understand this. Mam ajam, who am I? Mam ajam avyayam, I, the one who is unborn, I, the one who is imperishable. The wheeled by Yoga Maya, the illusion. Yoga Maya means the illusion born of the union of the three gunas, Sattva, Raja, Tamo gunas. Because of this, Krishna says, Bhagavan says, I am not manifest to all. I am not manifest. And the deluded world knows me not. Who knows me? The unborn and imperishable knows me not. What he says. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu. Now we'll come to the Shanti Versas. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.